My child, I need you to listen with a still and open heart. The world around you is loud and full of distractions, but I am speaking to you in this quiet moment for a reason. There is a storm gathering on the horizon of your life, a trial that has been carefully planned by the enemy of your soul. He has been studying you, watching for moments of weakness, and preparing a trap designed to make you feel abandoned and hopeless. But you are not abandoned, and you are far from hopeless. This message is my hand reaching out to you before the storm hits, not to fill you with fear, but to fill you with unshakable strength. I am your creator. Before the foundations of the world were laid, I knew your name. Before you took your first breath, I had already set a purpose for your life. Every step you have taken, in sunlight and in shadow, has been under my watchful eye. I have seen your joys, and I have collected every tear you have ever cried. Nothing about you is a mystery to me. I know your deepest fears and your greatest dreams. It is from this place of perfect knowledge and infinite love that I am warning you now. The path ahead holds danger, but that danger has no power over me, and it will have no power over you if you stay close to my side. The one who opposes me, the great deceiver, has been working in the shadows of your life. He whispers lies that sound like your own thoughts. He weaves circumstances together that look like random misfortune. He places temptations in your path that seem harmless at first, like small compromises or little indulgences. He sends people into your life who smile and offer friendship, but whose spirits are secretly aligned with darkness. He does all of this to create an opening, a crack in your foundation, through which a great tragedy can enter. You do not see his full strategy because he is a master of disguise, often cloaking his darkness in a veil of false light. But I see everything. I see the net he has laid for you. I see the pit he has dug. And because I see it, I am exposing it to you now so that you can walk around it. My child, the trial that is coming is not a coincidence. It is a targeted attack. It is a weapon forged in darkness with your name on it, designed to shatter your faith, break your spirit, and separate you from me. But hear this truth and let it sink deep into your soul. I am infinitely greater than any weapon formed against you. I am sovereign over every plan of darkness. My power is not limited by the enemy's schemes. That is why I am speaking to you so directly. If you listen to my voice and obey my instructions, you will not only escape the worst of the blow, but you will rise from this trial stronger, wiser, and more anointed than ever before. What is coming will attempt to shake everything you have built. It will target your sense of security, your relationships, and your trust in my goodness. The enemy's ultimate goal is to make you believe that I have left you, that my promises are not true, and that you are all alone. But I promise you, I have not and I will never forsake you. My love is not a fickle emotion that disappears when trouble comes. My love is a fortress that stands strongest in the fiercest storms. When everything else in your life feels like it is breaking apart, my love will be the one thing that holds you together. You must remember who you are. You are my child. This is not just a title. It is your identity and your source of power. It means you are not an orphan left to fend for yourself. It means you are not helpless. It means the darkness does not have the final say over your life. But this identity requires you to be an active participant in your own protection. You must open your spiritual eyes and be alert. This is not a season for spiritual laziness or careless living. It is not a time to ignore the gentle nudges and quiet warnings of my spirit within you. Now, more than ever, is the time to draw closer to me. Listen with great care, my child. The devil is looking for footholds in your life. He watches for your moments of unchecked anger, your seasons of lingering grief, and your periods of deep disappointment. He uses these raw emotions as leverage to push you toward choices that led to greater destruction. He will attempt to bring people into your inner circle who appear supportive but are actually carriers of spiritual poison, gossip, doubt, cynicism, and fear. He will try to make you chase after things that glitter and promise fulfillment, but will ultimately leave your soul empty and aching. He will orchestrate situations that are filled with so much noise and chaos that my voice becomes difficult to hear. This is his strategy. This is the impending tragedy he is building. And this is why I am calling you to prepare now. Do not be afraid. Hearing this warning is not a sign of your doom. It is a sign of your deliverance. I do not warn you to paralyze you with fear. I warn you to empower you with foresight. I am giving you a way of escape. I am strengthening you before the battle begins so that when the winds blow, you will remain standing firm while others may fall. My warning is an act of profound mercy. It is my love in action. The fact that you are receiving this message right now is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment. It is my hand reaching directly into your life. You must understand a fundamental spiritual principle. The battle for your life is not won with human weapons. You cannot fight it with anger, revenge, clever arguments, or worldly strategies. This battle is fought and won on a spiritual level, with truth, with unwavering faith, with unconditional love, with purity of heart, with persistent prayer, and with complete surrender to me. The enemy is utterly powerless against you when you are hidden in me. He cannot touch what I have covered with my presence. He cannot steal what I am protecting. But if you choose to wander away from me, if you let go of my hand to chase your own desires or follow your own understanding, you step out from under my covering, and he will seize the opportunity to pull you into his web. My child, I know you have been feeling a deep weariness in your spirit. There has been a cloud of confusion, a sense of heaviness, and at times, a whisper of despair. Do not dismiss these feelings as mere emotions. They are part of the enemy's strategy, a spiritual smoke screen designed to blind you and drain your strength before the real attack comes. I am telling you now, in the authority of my name, to rise up. Shake off that spiritual slumber. I am calling you to clear the clutter from your heart and return fully to me. Do not wait until the tragedy strikes to cry out my name. Call upon me now. Fortify your spirit now. Fill your mind and heart with my words and my promises today. Make a conscious choice to surround yourself with people who carry my light, who speak faith, and who will stand with you in prayer. And just as importantly, you must be courageous and remove the things from your life that you already know are sources of darkness. Every secret sin, every harmful relationship, every negative habit, you'll know what they are. Cut them off now. This is how you prepare for the storm. When the trial comes, it may take many forms. It could look like a devastating financial loss. It could feel like a deep betrayal from someone you trusted. It might manifest as a door to a long-held dream slamming shut in your face. From the outside, it will look like your world is falling apart. But my child, I want you to know that I am already standing on the other side of it, waiting for you. I am already holding all the broken pieces. I am already working out a plan to turn this intended evil into something incredibly good for you. Therefore, do not cling desperately to what I may be asking you to release. Do not be terrified of what I allow to be stripped away. I never permit pain in your life without a divine purpose. I do not allow your foundations to be shaken unless I intend to rebuild something stronger and more beautiful in its place. The Bible promises that when the enemy comes in like a flood, my spirit will raise up a standard against him. When the darkness around you feels suffocating, my light will shatter it. When your own strength gives out, my strength will be more than enough to carry you. You must stop measuring my love for you by the level of your comfort. Your circumstances are not an accurate gauge of my affection. If you want to measure my love, look to the cross, where I gave everything for you. Measure it by my unchanging promises that are sealed in my word. Measure it by the constant presence of my spirit living inside you. My child, in the days to come, you will hear many conflicting voices. Some voices, perhaps even your own, will tell you to give up. Others will urge you to fight back in your own strength, with anger and pride. Some will tempt you to compromise your values just to find some relief. And many voices in the world will try to convince you that I am not real or that I do not care. You must learn to tune them out. Listen only to my voice. My sheep know my voice, and I am speaking to you now with clarity and love. Hold on to my voice when everything around you is chaotic noise. Hold on to my voice when you are trembling with fear. Hold on to my voice even when you do not understand what is happening. I am not just warning you about a coming danger. I am calling you forward into a greater destiny. The shaking that is about to happen is not merely an attack from the enemy. It is also a divine awakening. This trial will serve to reveal your true character. It will reveal my power working in you. It will expose the true motives of the people around you. It will act like a refiner's fire, burning away all the impurities and dependencies in your life that cannot last. And when the storm passes, you will find yourself standing in a new place of spiritual authority, with a new strength, a new testimony, and a new clarity of purpose. This is why your trust in me is paramount. Trust me when you cannot see the path forward. Trust me when you do not feel my presence. Trust me when the voices of doubt are loud and my voice seems like a faint whisper. Trust me when your heart is breaking. Trust me when all your carefully made plans collapse. Trust me, not because your circumstances are good, but because I am good. And my goodness never fails, especially when life is hard. I am your father, and a good father protects his children. I am your fortress, your healer, and your guide. I am the light that no darkness can ever extinguish. I am with you. I am for you, and I have already overcome the world. Now, my child, listen carefully to my instructions. They are your shield and your weapon. First, guard your heart above all else, for it is the wellspring of your life. Be intentional about what you allow to take root there. Second, guard your eyes and your ears. Not everything you see is for you to consume. Not everything you hear is truth. Be discerning. Test every spirit and every teaching against the truth of my word. Third, seek my presence daily, not as a religious duty, but as a vital necessity like breathing air. Fourth, speak my promises out loud over your life. Your words have power. Let them align with my words. Fifth, forgive anyone who has hurt you. Release them from the debt you feel they owe you. Do not carry bitterness. It is a poison that the enemy uses to gain access to your soul. Sixth, stay humble. Pride is the enemy's native language. Humility is the posture that invites my grace and protection. Finally, give thanks in all circumstances. Gratitude, especially when it's hard, is an act of faith that keeps you securely under the covering of my presence. Draw near to me when you first wake up, and let me be your last thought before you sleep. Speak to me in your moments of weakness. Sing to me even when you are in pain. I am not a distant God. I am near to the brokenhearted. I am near to all who call on me in truth. You will see the enemy try to attack you through fear. Do not make an agreement with fear. Fear is a lie. It is a shadow that magnifies threats and minimizes my power. Fear cannot survive in a heart that is filled with my light and my love. When fear begins to rise within you, immediately speak my name, Jesus. When fear whispers lies, declare my promises aloud. When fear tries to overwhelm you, remember who you are, a child of the King, and remember whose you are, Minna. The tragedy that has been planned against you is real, but my power to redeem it is greater. This trial will not be the final chapter of your story. It will not destroy you because you are going to stay close to me. Even if you walk through the fire, the flames will not consume you. Even if you pass through deep waters, the currents will not sweep you away. I will be holding you. I will be guiding you. I will be carrying you through to the other side. This message is not meant to be a burden. It is meant to set you free. It is to open your eyes to the spiritual reality around you. It is to remind you that you are in a battle, but you are also safely in my hands. You are not alone. You are not defenseless. You are not forgotten. I have assigned angels to encamp around you. You may not see them, but they are there, fighting on your behalf and keeping watch over you. I have placed my own spirit within you. You may feel small and weak, but the power that resides inside of you is the same power that conquered death and raised my son, Jesus, from the grave. My child, listen closely, for I am not only the one who warns of danger, I am the one who saves from it. I do not just see the tragedy before it comes. I am the one who steps into its path and turns it aside. I am the one who takes what the enemy intended for your ultimate harm and masterfully redirects it for your ultimate good. I am the God who writes stories of deliverance and miracles for my children, and I will do it again for you. Remember the stories. There was a time when my people were trapped with an army behind them and an impassable sea before them. Their hearts were filled with terror. It seemed like their destruction was certain. But I stepped in. I made a way where there was no way. I opened the sea, and they walked through on dry ground while their enemies were swallowed by the very waters that were meant to destroy them. My child, that is who I am. I make paths in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Remember the widow whose sons were about to be taken into slavery to pay a debt. All she had left was one small jar of oil, but she cried out to me, and I sent my prophet. That small amount of oil did not run out. It poured and poured until every empty vessel she could find was full. Her debt was paid, her sons were saved, and her home was filled with my miraculous provision. My child, I am still the God of multiplication. When you feel you have nothing left, I can take your little and turn it into more than enough. Remember the father whose daughter was on her deathbed. The people around him said it was too late, that he shouldn't bother me, but his faith, though trembling, brought him to me. I went with him, entered the room where death had already claimed her, and I spoke life. I took her by the hand, and she rose again. My child, I still have power over death. I still breathe life into situations that look hopeless. I still take the hands of my children and lift them out of sickness, out of despair, and out of the grave itself. My child, do you think my power has diminished? Do you wonder if miracles are only for stories in a book? I tell you the truth. I have already performed countless miracles for you that you are not even aware of. You do not know about the car accident I prevented by delaying you for a few crucial seconds. You do not know about the illness that tried to take root in your body, but was burned out by my healing power before it was ever detected. You do not know about the malicious plans spoken against you in secret that I diverted before they could ever harm you. You do not know about the nights when the enemy stood at your door, ready to bring destruction, but was turned away by the guardian angel I stationed there. I have been your protector since the day you were born. The same hand that has guarded you all these years will continue to guard you. The same love that has carried you this far will carry you all the way home. And this protection extends to your children. I love them with a love that surpasses even your own. I knew them before they were formed. I have a purpose for their lives. The enemy will try to come against them, but they are in my hands and no one can snatch them out. The prayers you pray for them are powerful and effective. Your tears are not in vain. I will be with them in their schools, their friendships, and their future workplaces. I will speak to them when they will not listen to you. I will protect them when you cannot be there. I will relentlessly pursue them and bring them back when they wander. My plan for your family is for good and not for harm, to give you a future and a hope. The enemy's plan will fail. My plan will succeed. I will bring healing to wounds you thought were permanent. I will restore what you thought was lost forever. You will see your children rise up and walk in wisdom. You will see them become testimonies of my goodness. I have called you not just to survive this life, but to thrive. I have called you not only to be delivered, but to be a deliverer for others. The tragedy the enemy has planned will become the very story you tell to bring others to me. So lift your eyes, my beloved child. Let go of fear and stand firm in faith. Teach your children about me. Tell them the stories of my faithfulness. And as you do, you will see tragedy turned into testimony, pain turned into power, and sorrow turned into an everlasting joy. I am the God who was, who is, and who is to come. I am your refuge. And I have spoken this to you now to tell you, I have done it before, I am doing it now, and I will do it again for you. Stay close to me, trust me, obey my voice, and watch what I will do.